Right, we're on. Some people won't believe me, but this is the best putting tip ever. We know how to use the bounce with our wedge, use the bounce with your putter. What? Use the bounce with your putter? I've not gone mad. It's close to it though. So this, in my opinion, is the best putting tip ever. A chap online called Paul Wilson, I noticed it on his channel, so I thought I would put it across to my viewers as well, just in case they hadn't seen it. We have to think about target. So focusing heavily on your putting stroke's not going to help your putting stroke. If you concentrate too much on going straight back, straight through, continuing on a nice arc, you're going to struggle. You're really going to struggle because you're focusing too much on technical aspects, the technique of what's actually happening, the geometry of the putting stroke. There's too much going on there for a feel shot. Now, if we could take that out and focus more on target, then there's much more chance we're actually going to hit target. Tiger's coach or Tiger's father used to talk to him about thinking about or taking photos of the hole, so he would look at the hole and take photos of the hole. But this, we're going to use the bounce on our putter here. Now, this is the wildest thing ever, but when I tell people to do this, and as Paul mentioned in his video, when he tells people to do this, I've done this for a long time, all of a sudden target orientation becomes a thing. So you're able to hit target better and forgetting about the technique behind it all, forgetting about the technical aspects of the putting stroke. It's incredible. So my target here, I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 24 feet away from the hole. Okay, tricky putt. Now I recommend you do this 25 times, then go and play golf. When you go and play golf, your putting stroke will be pretty good. It'll be very, very good. But just do this 25 times before you go out golfing. Now, the bounce. Instead of focusing on straight back, straight through, let's get the club to bounce. Get it to bounce, just lightly in your hands. Feel that. I can feel that bouncing. So we're not talking bounce and grind, we're talking an actual action that you make. Feel it bounce. As you take the putter back, I want you to make it bounce. So bounce it all the way back. And no matter how far back you go from there, you're going to continue through towards target. So now all of a sudden, the thoughts of keeping the putter perfectly straight back, straight through, the thoughts of having to swing on your perfect arc, your distance control, everything comes away from that because you're now focused on target. So I think about bounce. Let's bounce this one. Lined up, good. I'm going to bounce it back, so bounce. Through. Again, bounce, through. It's a great putt. Now what does this do? What does this actually do? If I know where my target is, I'm going to shoot towards target, regardless of how my swing looks. If I play a full shot and I take the club away out there, I know my target's that flag. I'm going to reroute and get onto that. And the idea here is the reroute. So getting the putter to bounce, so line myself up, getting it to bounce on the way back, and through towards my target. Look at that. Again, bounce on the way back and through towards my target. I've taken it back to somewhere. I can bounce out the way, so out the way, and the stroke is so pure. Or I can bounce in the way, so I can come in this way, bounce in the way, and again the stroke is so pure. These are good putts from 30 feet. So the actual act of focusing so heavily on the stroke going back or the stroke going round the arc, you don't have to. You don't have to worry about that now. So stop thinking stroke, think target. And if I do this 25 times or so before I play my golf, I will go on the course with a very, very good stroke. So I'm getting to somewhere out here, doesn't matter where, and then going through to target. Somewhere out here, and then through to target. Good, eh? I mean, look at the distance control and everything, brilliant. Really, really good. And as I said before, if I take my swing out to here, I will reroute towards target as long as target becomes the focus. So when this putter comes away back here somewhere, or away back out here, I'm then just getting myself through towards target. But I have to, the good thing about this is you'll be aware that when you're on the putting green, out playing a round of golf, You do, you watch the path, you watch the stroke. Oh, that's not inside enough, or that's started to wiggle about a bit. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that at all. Just think about getting through the golf ball. So you're away out here somewhere and it's gone all over, and then through towards your intended target. So have target in your mind, doesn't matter how it goes back, and get through towards your intended target. You will hole one of them. That's 30 feet. It's a hard putt. I don't know what the tour stats are from 30 feet, but they hit the hole pretty much most times. Being able to bounce the club is a bit of a skill, to be fair. So it's feeling that bounce. So bouncing it back, bounce, 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 straight through. Bounce, 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 straight through. So bouncing, 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 through. Hello. Again, bouncing, 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 through. Bouncing, 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 through. Whoa. Bouncing, 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 through. So there's 3 30 footers hold. I'm getting the hang of it. Bouncing, 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 through. Okay. So taking the focus away, can't explain that enough, taking the focus away from the backstroke and just fully think about target. Target is king. Target with every golf shot is king. Bounce, 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 through. And once you've done this 25 times on the practice putting green before you play your game, and then you go onto the golf course, you no longer worry at all about where that putter's going on the backstroke. You no longer worry about anything technical with your putting stroke. All you have to do is make your normal stroke, and you'll be surprised at how pure it becomes. Certainly through impact, through the shot towards your intended target. Oh dear. "30 feet. Bounce, bounce, bounce straight through. So bouncing, 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 through. Hello. Again, bouncing, 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 through. Bouncing, 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 through. Whoa. Bouncing, 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 through. So try it, leave comments, let me know how you get on. Seriously, it does seem a bit strange. It seems like a very silly drill, to be honest with you, but it actually works. It's amazing how it works. And as I say, when you go on that golf course now, you don't have to worry about your putting stroke. Nothing technical's going on. When you're on the golf course, don't bounce the putter. Just let it go wherever it goes. Target is king. Technique is not, target is. If you want to hit your driver better, click this little video that's on the screen right now. Also check out my website, eurekagolfswing.com, and click this button, give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.